Mr. Moose's fun time. Mr. Moose's fun time. Are you ready for a silly, wacky, good time? Mr. Moose's fun time. Mr. Moose's fun time. Mr. Moose's fun time. Come along and join the happy, crazy laugh time. Mr. Moose's fun time.
Today is sure to be a real masterpiece. We're turning the treasure house into a museum of fine art, and most officially declaring this Art Appreciation Day! Yay! All the greats of the art world are here. Vincent van Greenjeans, Rembrandt, Pablo Picasso, and the toast of the modern art world, David Hippity Hoppity. And I am Musa Angelo. Now a little background on our first featured artist. He was formerly an auto mechanic.
How did a mechanic get to be a famous artist?
Because he made a Van Gogh! Besides, a mechanic prefers to work in oils.
I'll have to Rembrandt that one.
The first work on display are a group of the coolest artists around, Icy Ice and the Icebergs.
Buddies, today there's something bugging me. I simply can't get a thing right. I can tell you a tale about it. It all began in the morning when I got up. Well, so tell you a tale right now. Well, it happened like this. First I woke up my chocolate and bread. Then I set the table with my hippo instead. With a rotten old comb, I polished my teeth. And then I cleaned my gold with a toothbrush and grease. In the shower, I licked the soap to shampoo my hair. While later in the kitchen, I was rinsing the bread. I was cooking some buttons in the frying pan. And stewed a fried egg on my tailcoat then. I laughed at my solo when I stepped outside. Then I locked up the sun to go out for a ride. And then it was over. What shall I say? There's something wrong with me today. Just wait a minute and try to make sense. Okay, now wait a minute and try to make sense. You woke up your hippo, set the table then. I woke up, hippo, set the table then. You fried an egg in the frying pan. I fried an egg in the frying pan. And choose the buttons on the tailcoat again. And choose the buttons on my tailcoat then. You locked the door when you stepped outside. Right, you laughed at the sun for a little while. Okay, but this was far from being the end. Listen what happened when I went out camping. First I did blow up the tent after dawn. The rubber float I placed in the middle of the lawn. I fished 2 camping chairs out of the stream and sat on a fish voice you should have seen. I swam and I dived in a green field of clover and picked up some violets from the lake of Manitoba. I carved my name in the air mattress and slumbered on a tree like a kitty cat. I sunned myself in the light of the moon and fell fast asleep when the sun came out soon. And now I am pushed. What shall I say? There's something wrong with me today. Just wait a minute, you again did it wrong. I know, I again did it wrong. Not the float, but the tent had to be on the lawn. The float on the water, tent on the lawn. We swam and dived in the lake of Manitoba. I swam around in the lake of Manitoba. I picked up some flowers from the field of clover. I picked the flowers from the clover. You sunned yourself in the summer sun. And slept in the moonlight like everyone. That's how it goes. Let me have your saxophone. I am hungry. No way. I am cooking my magazine in it. Don't make such a fuss, boys. My laundry's slipping through the coffee machine when you can have a cup of lukewarm margarine. Eh?
Here to sculpt a rhyme that's sure to make an impression, Grandfather Clock.
Oh, thank you, Musa Angelo. Grasshopper sits in the rain all alone. He wants a house that he can call a home. The others pitch in with the talents they bring and build him a house that's fit for a king.
Thank you, Grandfather Clock. Today's story is Jamie and the Grasshopper. On his own, the grasshopper is sitting sadly in the rain. I'm always in the rain, and I can't find shelter anywhere. I wish I was a mole. He has a house with long tunnels under the ground. He's nice and dry now. It's also always warm and dry in the hen house. The chicks and hens sit close together. There's no room for me there either. Velvet the mole appears. Hey, Grasshopper, what are you doing in the rain? Everyone has a house except me. So why don't you build a house? Answers Velvet. The grasshopper starts to work. He plants sticks in the ground and puts leaves on top. He builds a real house. Goodness gracious me, this'll lead to trouble, says Velvet worriedly. The grasshopper works hard, but then it happens. The wind blows. Watch out! It's too late. The whole house has collapsed. Grasshopper, Grasshopper, oh dear, says Jamie, who saw it all. The grasshopper sits down sadly. We have to do something. A house where you feel at home is always nice. I'm going to ask the other animals for help. They're sure to want to help the grasshopper. The animals are all hard at work. Velvet the mole digs a tunnel. Jamie saws and hammers for all he's worth. The rooster reads the blueprints and gives instructions. Jamie and the chicks bring soft leaves and hay. Meanwhile, the grasshopper is sitting staring into the distance. Oh, no one cares about me. Then Jamie appears and announces, "Hey, Grasshopper, come with me, we need you." The grasshopper follows Jamie, surprised. The grasshopper sees the house. "Wow!" he calls out loud. "A house for me?" Everyone is so happy. Joe, Sparrow, and the Canary fly up. "Now you have a house when it rains too, just like the other animals," says Oscar the wood pigeon. The grasshopper picks up his violin and plays a lovely song for the animals. When the song is over, the grasshopper receives a rousing round of applause. Even the swallows clap. Gang the golden carp appears and wonders, "Isn't it funny that the animals don't want to get wet? I live in the water. I have a large pond, and that's my house."